Welcome to PGTV News. Here are our top stories. Former President George Herbert Walker Bush laid to rest. Find out how he will be remembered.
Polk County teens are being recognized. Find out why coming up.
Hello and welcome to PGTV News. I'm Stephen Barnes.
And I am Tina Mann. The 41st President of the United States, George Herbert Walker Bush, passed away last week. He was 94 years old. President Bush was a World War II veteran. He also was a two-term U.S. Vice President under Ronald Reagan from 1981 to 1989. President Bush served as the 41st U.S. President from 1989 to 1993. Many went to Washington, D.C. this past week to pay their respects to the former president. His coffin laid in state at the Capitol Rotunda. President Bush will be missed and remembered by many. Colin Powell, who was President Bush's chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, said President Bush was a man with vision. He did what was best for the country and the world. Former Secretary of State James Baker remembered President Bush as an extraordinarily consequential president of the United States, particularly in the arena of foreign affairs. President Bush's funeral was on Wednesday, December 5th. It was attended by former presidents Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama. Current President Donald Trump also attended.
You know, President Bush was probably, I was young. It was really the first president that I really remember. But the one thing I remembered about him is how soft-spoken he was. Soft-spoken but authoritative.
He was, and he's very dignified.
Yep.
He'll be missed.
Listening to some of the commentary and things like that about that time, and folks remember a Washington that was very different than it is now. On December 13th, the City of Lakeland Public Works Department will begin striping dedicated parking boxes that will accommodate approximately 55 cars on Lake Morton Drive as a test project. The project is expected to take 1 day to complete, and motorists should expect periodic lane closures. Cones will be placed in the parking areas on a rotational basis to facilitate the painting. The left turn lane at East Palmetto Street and Lake Morton Drive will be eliminated as part of the restriping project. This will be done to enhance multimodal mobility and to connect with the Johnson Avenue lake-to-lake bicycle system. The bicycle lanes will be added to both sides of Palmetto Street between Johnson Avenue and Lake Morton Drive. This design includes merging the westbound left and right turn lanes into a single combination lane. Angelo Rayo, manager of traffic operations, said this is a pilot project that will be implemented on the land side of the roadway. This test solution provides a low-cost method of enhancing accessibility to the street for all road users, while preventing additional friction and thereby reducing operational speeds and increasing the awareness of motorists. That really sounded like engineer speak, didn't it?
It did. But basically, they're working really hard in Lakeland to make it pedestrian friendly, bike friendly, car friendly, and to really address those needs.
Yeah, Lake Morton has been in the news recently with, swans and things like that, and, folks driving too fast on that road. We see a lot of this, they call it road diet, happening all over the place in an effort to, like we said, to make it more multimodal, I guess you would call it.
Yes,
more mobility around there and safer driving.
Which is very important. And speaking of Lakeland, the Heritage Plaza Garage project in downtown Lakeland has been given the green light. This project will cost about $11 million, and the City of Lakeland will cover about $6 million of the project. The garage will be 6 stories with over 800 parking spaces. The parking garage will be owned by the City of Lakeland, Lakeland Regional Health, Mid-Florida Credit Union, and BKP5 LLC. Each of the owners will be designated a certain amount of parking spaces, with the City of Lakeland being assigned the majority of the spaces. According to City Commissioner Justin Trawler, if you work in downtown Lakeland and would like a dedicated parking space, the city will be offering spaces for $50 per month.
Always trying to find ways to squeeze more into less space.
Well,
right?
they need it. If you've ever been down there on a First Friday or any one of their other events, parking is hard to come by.
Yeah, it sure is, yeah. The City of Mulberry Civic Teen Advisory Board was recently recognized by the city's commissioners for winning the Florida League of Cities 7th Annual Municipal Youth Council Video Competition. This year's competition asked councils to create 1 to 5 minute videos promoting what makes their cities great while also raising public awareness about their municipality's unique characteristics or services. The theme of the video was More to Mulberry. As part of winning the competition, the City of Mulberry Civic Teen Advisory Board received both a trophy and monetary award, which was presented by Leo Longworth, Mayor of Bartow, and President of the Florida League of Cities.
I have to say, I'm interested in seeing this video. I grew up in Mulberry, so I'd like to see somebody else's take on what the unique qualities are to that area.
Small town, but a lot of interesting things in Mulberry to kind of focus on there. So.
I'd like to see what they came up with. In Haines City, there is a sinkhole on Johnson Avenue that is 160 feet deep and 100 feet wide. The cost to repair the sinkhole will be close to $1 million. It is unclear what caused the sinkhole, but according to Joe Montoya, an engineer for the county, it could take up to a month to fix it. The recommendation is to use up to 3,000 cubic yards of grout to fill the sinkhole. Once the grout is hardened, then the repaving of the area will commence. Traffic along Johnson Avenue will be detoured at 30th Street, while westbound traffic will divert at Powerline Road.
Oh my gosh, like I can't even, sinkholes freak me out, like completely freak me out. There's just something about the idea of the earth opening up.
And swallowing things.
And swallowing things, yes. I'm glad nobody got hurt through the whole thing. Well, UPS plans to move a sorting facility to Davenport. They will receive tax breaks from Polk County and the state of Florida. The warehouse facility will be about 73,000 square feet and will be located on US 27 at Dean Still Road. With this move, UPS is expected to hire 25 more people at an average salary of $46,000. Sean Malott, president of the Central Florida Development Council, said this is another testament to Polk County being well positioned as the e-commerce distribution hub of Florida.
I love anything that puts Polk County on the map, and we are growing, and it's great.
I mean, we've got, you've got Saddle Creek, you've got the CSX multimodal place down there, you've got, so many. You just see the warehouses popping up all over the place.
You really
Such
do.
a strategic place.
IKEA just put in a new warehouse.
Yep.
Aldi, it's a good place to be. Another great place to be last week was the 2018 Lakeland Christmas Parade sponsored by the Junior League of Greater Lakeland. It was on December 6th and was broadcast here on PGTV, but many Polk County residents came out to enjoy the atmosphere and take in the floats. Participants in the parade included Polk County Commissioners, Lakeland City Commissioners, Polk County Sheriff, Lakeland Police, Polk County Fire Rescue, Lakeland Fire Department, and several area high school bands. Santa and Mrs. Claus closed out the parade on their beautiful float.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, another parade in the books.
That's right.
At least it was cooler this year.
Absolutely. Kind of gives you that parade atmosphere.
Absolutely. I remember marching one of them when I was in probably middle school, and it was a chilly one. So.
Yep. There's a lot going on here at Christmas and a lot to think about. So we thought we'd team up with Chris John Keir from Polk County Fire Rescue to give us some tips on how to keep safe this Christmas.
Hi, I'm Chris John Keir. A trip to the hospital or a fire can ruin anyone's holiday season. Here are some safety tips from Polk County Fire Rescue to keep you safe this holiday season. Inspect electrical decorations for damage before use. Cracked or damaged sockets, loose or bare wires, and loose connections may cause a serious shock or start a fire. Do not overload electrical outlets. Overloaded electrical outlets and faulty wires are a common cause for holiday fires. Never connect more than 3 strings of lights. More than 3 strings may not only blow a fuse, but can also cause a fire. Keep your Christmas tree fresh by watering it daily. Dry trees are a serious fire hazard. Use battery-operated candles. Candles start almost half of home fires during the holidays. Keep combustibles at least 3 feet from a heat source. Decorations that were too close to heat sources were the main cause in most fires. Protect cords from damage. To avoid shock or fire hazards, cords should never be pinched by furniture, forced into small spaces such as doors or windows, placed under rugs, located near heat sources, or attached by nails or staples. Check decorations for certification labels. Most decorations that do not include a certification label have not yet been tested for safety. Stay in the kitchen when something is cooking. Unattended cooking equipment is the lead cause of home cooking fires. Finally, turn off, unplug, and extinguish all decorations when going to sleep or leaving the house. Unattended candles are the cause of 1 in 5 candle fires, and half of home fire deaths occur between the hours of 11 p.m. and 7 a.m. From Polk County Fire Rescue, we hope you have a safe and happy holiday season.
We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we will catch you up with sports in Polk County.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to PGTV News. Well, Neil's not here today, so Tina and I have the wonderful opportunity to bring you the sports report. So let's get right to it. The Florida Tropics opened their indoor soccer season with a win over St. Louis Ambush 9-4. The Tropics' next home game will be at Friday, December 14th at 7:35 p.m. at the RP Funding Center.
The Southeastern men's basketball team is off to a good start with a record of 7 wins, 1 loss. Southeastern women's basketball team is also off to a great start with a record of 8 wins and 0 losses.
And Florida Southern men's basketball team has started their season off with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. The Mocs are averaging 79 points per game. And the Lady Mocs basketball team currently has a record of 5-1, and they are averaging 80 points per game. Boy, those are extremely close to the same. Well, that's it for the sports report. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in.
Remember to tune in again next week for another installment of PGTV News. We'll see you next time.